power steering, power brakes, air conditioning, AM/FM stereo, electronic fuel injection, full electronic instrumentation, electric rear window defogger, and more. Even with all this equipment, the new front-wheel drive Buick Somerset is only $99.71. When your Buick dealer gives you a price for real quality, believe it.
Buick Somerset. Now that's my kind of car.
Investing these days is a little bit like you playing tennis against Jimmy Connors. You're going to need all the professional help you can get. Payne Weber can supply that help. A full range of services and the financial advice to help you make those difficult decisions. Because at Payne Weber, we believe the quality of life just might depend on the quality of your investments.
Hey, great match. Thanks, Jimmy. Thank you, Payne Weber. Next time I want those guys on my team, okay?
Strength, pride, tradition. For centuries, the Clydesdales have been known as a special breed. Today, the Clydesdales symbolize Budweiser's dedication to quality, superior ingredients, exclusive beechwood aging, and a distinctively clean, crisp taste only Budweiser can offer. Quality taste, because this Bud's for you.
You know, I'm really a nice, easygoing guy. Like you, I enjoy a little peace and quiet. But sometimes it doesn't work out that way. So it's good I've got my Captain Black. It's always cool smoking, it never bites me, and you never have to inhale. So if you're not getting all the peace and quiet you want, hey, relax and enjoy a pipe full of Captain Black. Never a bite in a bowl.
Of this best-of-5 series between the Rangers and the Philadelphia Flyers. It's been long, but it's been exciting. It's had everything, and the team's finally breaking through in that second period. Rangers first, then the Flyers answering back.
Well, the Rangers dominated totally in the first half of that period, and then the second half, well, the first 5 or 6 minutes, the Rangers dominated. Then about 7 minutes, the Flyers dominated. Then the Rangers started to come back again. And it's been a real interesting game. It has been long, though, hasn't it, Seth?
Yes, it has. Now, as we mentioned, the Rangers have not led the Flyers for an awful lot of time this year, but they finally got a lead on them early in the second period on the goal by George McPhee.
Well, watch Ronnie Greshner. He flubs a shot, sort of like, it goes right over top of it. It's poke-checked a little bit, but McPhee somehow must have touched it and deflected it in past Pelle Lindbergh, who was tied up with Crossman, and the Rangers led 1-0.
Well, we've said how well Ron Greshner has played despite the shoulder injury. You saw him work off the boards. He controls the puck so well, and despite being checked from behind, he got the shot off. McPhee, rushing for the net, made the play. Now, the Flyers finally broke through on their fourth power play of the game.
Finally, and it was a beautiful goal by Todd Bergen. It was set up beautifully. Look at Bergen. He's coming out of the corner now. Okay, Crossman on the ice, slaps it. And Bergen deflects it right between the legs of Glenn Hanlon. That was a beautiful deflection and well executed by Bergen and Crossman.
And it came just moments after Glenn Hanlon made an unbelievable save on Mark Howe. He later made another big save on Brad Marsh. Two really key saves for Glenn Hanlon and the Rangers in that second period.
Both goaltending has been outstanding. Bernie Perron alluded to that in his interview with Bruce Beck. I almost said Barry Beck, but that's what wins playoff games. Goaltending, we said it before, special teams. The Rangers have been excellent on penalty killing. They've allowed that one goal now, that's all. And their power play has been comme ci, comme ça, but they haven't had many opportunities.
Relay at the end of the second period. We'll run it down for you in just a little while when we're set to resume the action. Rangers still have 23 seconds to go on their power play, and of course that could be important if they can get a quick goal.
Well, it is important to get that opportunity. The most important.
Concentrate on hockey?
Well, I think both coaches will probably tell them, hey, look, you guys, we don't need any more men short. We don't want any more stupid penalties. If you're going to take a penalty, make sure you take somebody with you, number one. Right. And if you're going to take a penalty, make sure it's a good one where it stops the other team from scoring a goal.
Now, you made an interesting point.
McPhee might just stay right in. Oh, how's that? Somebody else has got to go in the penalty box for the Rangers. Somebody has to go in for the Rangers. For Ronnie Greshner. Well, not necessary, because that's right, it's not necessary. Rich Sutter didn't really have to go in there either. But I guess it is. Sundstrom's going in there.
Okay. It is a 5-on-4 skating situation for the New York Rangers, starting the third period tied 1-1. Pavlich and Ron Sutter will take the draw.
I think that next goal is a very, very important goal.
Now, once again, referee Dennis Morel goes over to the scorer's table in the penalty boxes to check something out. Hospodar is being called into the penalty box. He's got to serve his 2 minutes for roughing.
So Rich Sutter thought he had the 2 minutes, but it's Hospodar.
Getting crowded in that Flyers penalty box. Sutter's staying in there.
Oh, we're having a meeting in there.
And here we go with the third period. Howe fires it down. Hanlon stops it for Ruotsalainen. 15 seconds to go on the power play. Ruotsalainen fires it in from the red line. Hedberg goes into the corner with McCrimmon. Comes to Kelly Miller. Miller leaves it for Pavlich. Try to get it to Hedberg. McCrimmon takes it away. Team's back at full strength. Ruotsalainen stops it. Dumps it behind the net. Side of the net, Hedberg. Hedberg to Ruotsalainen. Across to Beck. Beck. Wrist shot. Stick to side by Lindbergh. Crossman has it and clears it. Icing waved off. Rangers change. Flyers change. Fired out to Kelly Miller. Taps it to the Flyers zone where Thomas Eriksson plays it. Flyers come back. Ilka Sinisalo carries. Flyers, it's stopped by Hanlon. Covers up. With Derek Smith bearing down. Opening minute of play of the third period.
You know, Glenn Hanlon has been outstanding in this game, but one Ranger that has been kind of quiet in the 2 games so far, well, the game in 2 periods, has been Thomas Sandstrom. He has not been as noticeable as we've seen him in the past. Sandstrom has 3 shots on goal in the two periods so far tonight.
Loose puck still in the circle. Kerr shoots it wide of the net. James Patrick plays it. Now Rogers comes out. Rogers dumps it in. Osborne goes to the corner with with Murray Craven. It's taken back by Sandstrom. Now Craven tries to clear, stopped by Laidlaw. Marsh in front, goes into the corner with Osborne. Osborne trying to kick it free, ties up Marsh, and he works it out to Craven. Craven trying to beat James Patrick. Nice move. Craven lost control, and Patrick takes it away, then overskates. Kerr gets it back to Craven. Knocked away by Laidlaw. James Patrick to Rogers, who clears it out. Osborne and Marsh go to the puck. Osborne hits Marsh, and Marsh gets it over to Thomas Eriksson. Eriksson fires it into the Ranger zone, stopped by Hanlon. For Grant Ledyard, chased by Bergen, he gets away. Nice move away from Sinisalo. Ledyard still with the puck. Dumps it in. McCrimmon tried to clear, couldn't do it. Now McCrimmon able to come out. 2 minutes gone by in the third period. Pop shoots, it's off the stick and off the glass. Pop in the corner, drops it off for Sinisalo. Centers, comes all the way through to McCrimmon. McCrimmon shoots, save Hanlon. Huber plays the rebound in the corner and drives it ahead. It hit Ledyard and finally cleared by Brook. Jan Eriksson gets it over to Maloney. Dumps it in the corner. McCrimmon is there. Eriksson after it. Eriksson ties up McCrimmon. Whistle blows. Stopping play. 17:36 to go in the third period. Tied 1-1.
And now only Greshner and Tocchet are sitting in the penalty box. They've got the 10 Misconnex to serve.
You mean that coffee meeting is over for the Flyers? Right. Mike Keenan. Concerned. Looking things over. Surveys the situation. Sends Rich Sutter to the penalty box. Dennis Morel now over there to check things out.
I don't know why Rich Sutter. I think everything is okay now.
And Rich Sutter goes back. Says, I don't want to sit over there. I'd rather sit over here. 17:36 to go, third period. Brook on the draw with Todd Bergen. Won by Brook. Ruotsalainen turns and fires. Save made. Rebound. Eriksson blocked. Good play by Brad McCrimmon. It's underneath him.
Yes, sir. A super play by Brad McCrimmon. Blocking the shot. Taking a freeze. Okay, here's the shot by Ruotsalainen, and the rebound comes right out to Jan Eriksson. Now watch number 10, McCrimmon, go down to block the shot. And covers up. Very close.
Does that take courage to go down and block a shot?
You're not kidding.
Shots are 31-24 for the Rangers. Goals are one apiece. McPhee and Bergen, the goal scorers. Brook and Zezel on the draw. John D'Amico sets Zezel. Whistle blows. They were poaching on the far side. Crossman picks up the puck. Leaves it for Brad Marsh in center. Marsh drives it on goal. Knocked down by Hanlon with a blocker. Played by Ruotsalainen. Ahead for Peter Sundstrom. Out of the zone to Eriksson with Brook. They cross. Brook gets the drop pass. The wrist shot is wide. Eriksson tied up by Crossman. Eriksson drops it back for Sundstrom. Comes through to Laidlaw. Knocks it ahead. Lindbergh stops it and caroms it off the boards and out to center. And the puck
bounces up in the
hits somebody on the bench. Stopping play. 16:58 to go. Third period. Rangers and Flyers tied 1-1.
If you're heading for the West Coast, there's a new way to fly. It's the Moonlight Special, and the price ain't high.
Every night, Eastern Airlines flies the Moonlight Special to the West Coast for $98. But there's no checked baggage and special conditions apply.
When the sun goes down, then the price starts to let Eastern's Moonlight Special shine its ever-loving light on you.
The Moonlight Special, only $98. Call your travel agent or Eastern Airlines.
10 to go. And has it. Chased by McPhee. Taken away by Maloney. Maloney to Rogers. Rogers in front. It went wide of the net. McPhee centers. Stopped by Lindbergh.
Right, Lindbergh almost put it right in his own net. And again, the Rangers dominating the first 5 minutes of this period. They've dominated the first 5 minutes of every period. Now watch McPhee. Takes the puck off now. Lindbergh's stick. See, hits his stick. Bounces right up. And Lindbergh makes the save. The Rangers dominated the first 5 minutes of every period, or the first two periods.
Just a little play like that, but a good play by George McPhee. He could either get a deflection off the stick into the net or a centering pass to Maloney out in front.
That's right.
Rogers, McPhee, and Maloney the line. The point men are Laidlaw and James Patrick. Rogers against Zezel. They hit each other with the sticks. John D'Amico says, cut it out, guys. Just have a face-off. Brad Marsh. Boy, has he worked hard.
He's had a good game.
Kerr wins the draw. McCrimmon lifts it up and out of the zone. Craven stops it and leaves it. Here comes Mark out of the drive. Wide. Rebound far side. McPhee clears the zone. McCrimmon stops it, then lost it to Maloney. Now Rogers. Off the skate of McPhee. Laidlaw sends it in. Knocked out by the Flyers, who pick it up. Peter Zezel. Tied up by Rogers along the boards. Rogers holds him up. Maloney comes in, worked free by Craven. Craven in front, through the legs of Kerr and stopped by Hanlon. And the rebound is shot wide by Craven. McCrimmon throws it in front. Craven the backhander off a skate and wide. Near side, it's kept in by Kerr. He's wrestled down by McPhee. Shot by Craven, stopped by Hanlon. Couple of good saves by Glenn Hanlon, and finally the Rangers clear to center. Back come the Flyers. Kerr comes in, shoots it in front. Hanlon covers up as Ledyard dumps Ron Sutter, and Sutter gets up and wants to go at Ledyard. Ledyard does not like the Sutters. He got both of them last night.
Yeah, he kicked the feet out from underneath Ron Sutter in this one, but the Rangers little careless in their own zone, and Murray Craven had two good opportunities where Glenn Hanlon came up real big. But you know what? I'm going to tell you, Sam, there has only been 1 2-on-1 on the Rangers, and that was right in that first, I think, 2 minutes or so when Poulin had the opportunity. And the Rangers have been excellent on that situation. They're using a 2-1-2 situation where that one guy is always high and always makes sure he's back.
Pavlich and Ron Sutter On the draw, still loose in the circle. Pavlich falls down, pushes it over to Ruotsalainen. Now Beck. Kelly Miller. His pass off a skate. Back comes Ron Sutter. Sutter comes in. The backhander through the crease. Kelly Miller overskates the puck. Ron Sutter shoots. Sticked aside by Hanlon. Hedberg clears the zone.
It's an icing.
Touch made by Crossman. Icing on the Rangers. 4 minutes, 42 seconds gone by. Third period. That means 15-18 remains. The score remains tied. 1-1. Sandstrom tries to beat Marsh. Marsh won't let him do it. Wraps him up. Lindbergh steers it behind the net. Sandstrom trying to kick it out in front. Still loose now. Todd Bergen plays it. Prop clears the zone. It's knocked down by Rogers. Lost it to Marsh, who lost it to Laidlaw.
Look how far up Brad Marsh is.
James Patrick off the stick of Rogers. He's bumped by Bergen. Here comes Sinisalo. Sinisalo looking. Cross-ice feed to Marsh. Marsh in front. Blocked by Rogers. Sliding in.
Almost put it in his own net.
Marsh shoots from the point. Deflection. They score!
Bergen.
Todd Bergen picking up the deflection and batting it into the net. And it's 2-1 Flyers.
Todd Bergen standing right between the hash marks. The puck deflects right in front. Okay, here's the shot by Marsh. Deflects off the stick. And look at Bergen. Right there as he's being knocked over. Beats Glenn Hanlon. What a good snapshot. Watch Bergen. He's under the hash marks. You see him? Right in the middle of your screen. A beautiful snapshot. And where does he score from? Right in front of that net. This kid is a goal scorer. Let's take another look at it. He's on the left of your screen. Here's the shot. It deflects off of James Patrick's stick. Rogers skates. And there's Bergen off of Glenn Hanlon's left arm into the net. Todd Bergen.
His third goal in 2 games for the rookie. 2-1 Flyers. Time of the goal is 5:23. And the Flyers lead for the first time in the game. Ledyard firing it in, but over the boards and into the crowd.
Bergen is third from Brad Marsh at 5 minutes, 23 seconds, makes it 2-1 Flyers. The Rangers won't quit, though, that's for sure.
Rangers didn't quit last night when they fell behind 3-0, then 4-3 in the third period. Got the tying goal with 26 seconds to go, and we're finally beaten in overtime. There is young Todd Bergen. He has both Flyer goals in this game. Bob Rook. Ledyard. Jan Eriksson sends it in. Lindbergh stops the puck for Mark Howe. And the Flyers come up ice. Howe with a good rush. Howe tries to beat Ledyard. Howe centers, and the post again. The goal is knocked off the hinges. Ooh.
That's a record tonight, isn't it? How many times the net's been knocked off the hinges
on both sides of the ice.
Okay, let's take a look at it. Watch Mark Howe, but Zezel, number 25 in white and number 25 in blue, Sandstrom. Watch them go towards the net and bam, into the net. And that's how the net goes off.
Flyers, who came out strong in the overtime last night, have come out strong here in the third period. 8 shots on goal to 2 for the Rangers here in the third. 14:10 to go.
But yet the Rangers dominated the first 4.5 minutes, and now the Flyers have taken over for, what, 2 and 3 minutes almost.
Kerr, Prop, and Craven on for Philadelphia as the fans going wild. Kerr and Brook to take the face-off. Craven gets set. Loose. Rangers control it. Ledyard chased by Prop. Peter Sundstrom finds Eriksson. Eriksson against Crossman. Eriksson throws it off the side of the net. Karam's near side of Huber. Winds it back in. Marsh is there. Hit by Brook with a good check. Sundstrom winds it around. Marsh picks up the puck. Chased by Brook. Brook tries to take it away. Rangers do. Ledyard was tripped up. Out comes Prop. Beck is back. It wasn't Ledyard who's tripped. That was Maloney, and he's limping to the bench in front. Kerr stopped by Hanlon. Big save.
It was Erickson, Sam.
It was Jan Eriksson who limped to the bench. Jan Eriksson, who's had a sore foot, limped to the bench after
the only way I could tell was his shield. Okay, let's take a look. Here's Craven to Kerr. Kerr shoots in a great save from Glenn Hanlon. Wow, watch this save by Hanlon. His pads just puts it off into the corner. Great stop.
13:29 to go. Third period, 2-1 Flyers. And Eriksson is in pain on the Rangers bench. He's had the sore foot, and right now being checked out again. Right now holding his ankle, but in some pain. And now Glenn Hanlon taking a breather here.
He may have hurt himself. His back.
He may have pulled the muscle.
Something. See the way he's flexing? He may have pulled a muscle. What else is going to delay this game?
Rangers physical therapist Bob Williams out there.
Trying to crack his back, it looks like.
Didn't know you had to be a chiropractor, too.
Okay, watch Timmy Kerr. He shoots the puck. Glenn Hanlon goes down, makes the save. And he gets up real quick. I doubt, totally doubt, whether if Glenn Hanlon will leave the game. Absolutely, totally doubt this.
Anders Hedberg checking with him.
See, Brad Marsh. See, this is not supposed to be allowed. I mean, what should happen right now, and it's a good play by Hanlon because he is definitely slowing down the momentum. The Flyers were going full blast and have been for the last 3 or 4 minutes, and it has slowed down a bit of the momentum.
And certainly a referee knows that, or will give him a little more leeway in a playoff situation. He's not going to force them to change goaltenders unless it's absolutely necessary.
You're right. Jan Eriksson is taking off his helmet on there. I wonder whether he'll be back. Probably not.
13:29 to go as Pavlich and Ron Sutter get set for the draw. Third period, 2-1 Flyers. Todd Bergen's goal here in the third period, putting the Flyers into the lead. 5:23 the time of that goal. Bergen with 2 goals in the game. Puck is still loose in their circle. Ron Sutter one-hands it, then controls it, trying to push it across. Ruotsalainen clearing it to the line. Flyers keep it in. Centering pass picked up by Ron Sutter. Looks for the wraparound. It's blocked by Ruotsalainen. Howe comes down. Howe goes to behind the net. Checked by Hedberg.
There goes the net again.
And they knock it off as Beck, with a check on Lindsey Carson, knocked the net off. That netted. Both nets have been coming off very easily tonight.
It stops the play. They're going to have to readjust everything. You watch. Next year they'll say, because this is the first year they've done this thing, and they're going to have to make it even more sturdier. They're going to have to make it better, I think, Sam. If this continues like this, the players will catch on to that, and as soon as it's in their own zone, somehow or other, they'll push one guy into it and knock the net off.
Just has to be refined a little bit.
That's what I mean. Just make it a little harder.
There you see Jan Eriksson on the bench being tended to by Bob Williams. McCrimmon tied up along the boards by Kelly Miller. And another whistle and another face-off.
A lot of face-offs right now in the Rangers zone, which gotta hurt sooner or later. Just has to. Greshner and Tocchet still in the penalty box. They have another 3 or... No, they have another 5 minutes.
That's right.
Because they got 12 minutes each.
Looking around at the playoff situation, Quebec has a 2-game lead on Buffalo. Again, Buffalo having all kinds of trouble winning at Le Colisée, and Quebec has beaten them 2 straight up there.
That's right.
To take a 2-0 lead in that series.
Quebec is some team at home and got Buffalo's number.
Here comes Maloney. Drops it in the corner. Marsh goes after it, looks around. Maloney gets there to tie him up. Crossman sends it up the boards. Sinisalo tries the other side. Brook comes down. Marsh lifts it out of the zone. Bergen knocked away by Laidlaw and picked up by Brook. Goes back to James Patrick. Sends it out of the zone, but into the Ranger bench. Stopping play with 12:36 to go. In the third period, Brad Marsh, leader on defense.
He's had an unbelievable game back there for the Flyers tonight. See what I mean about the 4-on-4 situation, Sam? Like Todd Bergen now, it's a 5-on-5. It has been for a long time now, but he's playing again. He's playing, and he's got 2 goals. He's the guy that scored both goals. And if you know, when the 4-on-4 situations, he was not playing.
Brook.
He's got the hot hand, obviously. Right. He's got the hot hand.
He's got the nose for the net. Hanlon gloving that little pop-up in front and holds it for another face-off. This game is almost 3 hours old. We still have 12.5 minutes to play in this third period. There's the young man, Todd Bergen. He'll still be a rookie next season. He only played 14 games in the regular season this year. James Patrick chased by Craven around to Don Maloney. Hit by Cinisalo. Brook sends it around. Laidlaw. Tied up by Cinisalo. Now Patrick to McPhee. Cross to Maloney. Maloney throws it ahead. And the Flyers blocking it at the line, forcing the Rangers offside. 12:13 to go. Third period. Todd Bergen has scored here in the third, and the Flyers lead 2-1.
Your local Mazda dealers have some extra good news. Recent shipments mean we now have extra Mazda 626s, and that can mean extra good deals for you. The 626 is already an exceptional front-wheel drive road car with an impressive list of standard features. And starting at $84.95, they're equally impressive values. But right now, you can get extra good deals and extra good selection.
Get a lot of value at your local Mazda dealers now.
Third period, 2-1. The Flyers lead the New York Rangers.
Ledyard goes back for the puck. Sandstrom lost control. Prop takes it away. Throws it in front right by Kerr. Sticked aside by Hanlon. Kerr in the corner. Checked by Ledyard. Kerr using his size to push it around. Over goes Prop to play it. He's got Zezel in front. Gets it to Kerr. In front for Zezel. Poked away by Hanlon.
Good play by Glenn Hanlon.
Here comes Osborne down the left side. A lifted ahead. Hospodar tries to knock it out. Sandstrom keeps it in. Chased by Zezel. Zezel taking Sandstrom out of the play, and Crossman clearing the puck. In the Flyers zone, Hospodar chased by Rogers.
Rangers got to take advantage of Eddie Hospodar. Oh!
Penalty call.
He did it again.
Delayed penalty on the Flyers. Hospodar will go.
Oh, I bet you Keenan is furious.
That's one of those dumb penalties. Rangers get an extra man on a delayed penalty to the Flyers. Maloney has the puck.
The Rangers want to get it into the zone so they get a face-off in that zone.
Here comes Ruotsalainen. He did. Backhands it in front. Here comes Rogers. He couldn't get there. Backhands it on goal. It stopped. Whistle blows, stopping play, but the Rangers do get that face off the Flyers zone and have a power play coming up as Eddie Hospodar goes off. 10:58 to go. Third period, 2-1 Flyers.
Last year, I put my money in CDs and money market funds, and I did well, but now I'm paying for it in taxes. I could have gotten almost the same interest from a Nuveen tax-free bond fund and not paid a penny in federal, state, or city taxes on it. Well, this year I'm calling Nuveen. It's not what you earn, it's what you keep.
For information on Nuveen tax-free bond funds, call your broker or 800-228-3131.
Eddie Hospodar gets 2 minutes for cross-checking. A real dumb penalty at 9:02. The Rangers are 0 for 2 tonight in the power play. 1 for 5 in the series so far. Boy, I bet you Keenan's furious over that one.
Pavlich, Hedberg, Sandstrom, Huber, and Ruotsalainen on for the power play. Pavlich against Ron Sutter. Sutter wins the draw, taken away by Sandstrom, tried to stuff it in. Lindbergh stopped it, went sliding by the side of the net, and Lindbergh finally covers up.
Very close call for the Philadelphia Flyers there. Thomas Sandstrom, Anders Hedberg with Greshner in the penalty box. Sandstrom goes on the left wing. Let's take a look at it. Thomas Sandstrom brings it around. Tries to stop a save, but watch this one just go by. Right by the open net. And again, he puts it out in front, and then Lindbergh covers up.
Pavlich and Ron Sutter one more time. Pavlich wins it to Huber. Over to Ruotsalainen with room. He shoots. It's off the blocker of Lindbergh, and he plays the rebound off the glass. And McCrimmon dumps Sandstrom behind the goal. Minute 47 to go in the Rangers power play. 10:45 to go, third period. Flyers 2 and the Rangers 1.
Brad McCrimmon. Ruotsalainen gets the shot here, and watch the puck. It goes up high. Bounces off the glass and the glove, and Pelle Lindbergh, great concentration, catches it and holds on. And Brad McCrimmon flips down Thomas Sandstrom.
Game 3 at Madison Square Garden Saturday night at 8:30. You'll see it on Madison Square Garden Network, cable television. If you can't see it on cable television, you can hear it on the Madison Square Garden Radio Network. Flyers clear. Huber chased by Prop. Ruotsalainen. Ron Sutter forechecking. Pavlich out to Huber. Cross ice, past Hedberg. Karam's on goal. Lindbergh steers in the corner. Pavlich is there with Ron Sutter. Sutter pokes it away, then Pavlich gets it to Hedberg. Hedberg to Ruotsalainen. Back to Hedberg. Hedberg hit from behind by Ron Sutter. Pavlich back to Ruotsalainen. Now to Pavlich. Pavlich checked by Ron Sutter. To Ruotsalainen, couldn't keep it in. Flyers almost broke out. Ron Sutter doing a great job. Pavlich comes back in, lost it to Prop. 1 minute to go on the power play. Rangers change. Pavlich still has the puck. Almost lost it. Craven all over Pavlich. Craven goes down. Ruotsalainen picks up the puck. Ruotsalainen to McPhee. Now to Ledyard. Ledyard comes across the line. McCrimmon trying to tie it up. Ball's on top of the puck with 37 seconds to go in the power play, and 9:35 to go in the third period as McPhee squares off with somebody once again.
Craven this time. Brad McCrimmon took exception to the fact that Pavlich jumped on top of him once he covered up the puck. And he and Mark Howe go off, and boy, those two have played very well. The Flyers' defense have played well.
9:35 to go. Ilkes Sinisalo skates to the bench. Peter Zezel comes out. Looking around the National Hockey League playoff situation, Boston and Montreal are tied a game apiece as that series will move to Boston. Boston winning 5-3 last night. Montreal winning 5-3 tonight. That looks like a good, tough series.
Sure does.
Rogers, McPhee, Maloney.
Big face-off right now for the Rangers, that is. And for the Flyers, for that matter. Rangers win the face-off. They're going to get a great opportunity to get a shot on goal. Flyers win the face-off. 8 out of 10 times they get it out of their own zone.
Ledyard and James Patrick on the points.
You got to go by odds sometimes.
Won by Ron Sutter. Crossman has it, drives it around the boards. Ledyard couldn't stop it.
The odds were in the Philadelphia's favor because Sutter won the draw.
James Patrick hits Rogers. Rogers comes in against Marsh. Rogers centers. Maloney finds it, hit the outside of the net. Maloney has the puck behind the net. His pass deflected by Marsh. He gets it to Rogers. Rogers cross ice to Ledyard. Ledyard, wrist shot, save Lindbergh, he holds it. Maloney and Marsh. Here comes McPhee. Interesting. McPhee told the defenseman, stay out there, I got it under control.
Right, he did. That's great because now they still have the face-off deep in the Philadelphia zone. And he has the presence of mind. He had the presence of mind to turn around and say that. That's terrific.
Right.
Here's the save while Donnie Maloney hits the outside of the net here. And then you can see Brad Marsh knocking McPhee. And now Maloney and Brad Marsh are pushing at each other. Then Brad Marsh turns around right here. And down goes Donnie Maloney. And in comes George McPhee. No, watch McPhee. You can't see it on the left of your screen. That's when McPhee put up his hand and like a traffic cop. Hold it, guys. Don't you dare come in here. I got it all under control.
8 seconds to go in the Rangers power play. 9:06 to go. Third period. Flyers 2, Rangers 1. McPhee has the Rangers goal. Todd Bergen has both goals for the Flyers. One here in the third period to put the Flyers in the lead. Rogers and Ron Sutter. Ron Sutter wins again. McCrimmon drives it around the boards and it has Ledyard and out. Ron Sutter racing for it. Huber with him. Ron Sutter hit by Huber. Still going. Ron Sutter will not be stopped.
No, sir.
Ledyard. Teams are back at full strength. Rogers. Maloney across. Throws it through. Rogers being held up by Zezel. Taken away by Maloney. Maloney. Back pass to Ledyard. Ledyard checked by Sinisala. Wrist shot knocked down by Lindbergh. And it's cleared all the way down. Icing waved off. Laidlaw comes back for it. And here's Jan Eriksson back, so he's okay. Sundstrom comes in with Mark Howe. Avoids the check, but lost the puck. Bergen has it. Bergen, good rush. Crossed the line, lost it. Laidlaw takes it back. Out to Jan Eriksson. Now Peter Sundstrom, 3-on-2 Rangers. Sundstrom to Eriksson, he shoots wide. Rebound to Bergen on the near side. Out to Kerr. Kerr against Beck. Kerr shoots from a sharp angle. Save is made, and the net again came off. See, just the slightest touch from Glenn Hanlon. He did not do that intentionally, but as he kicked out, his backside bumped the post and knocked it off the hinge. 7:50 to go, third period. Flyers 2, Rangers 1.
Who says you can't have it all? Who says you can't be somebody and still be you? Who says you can't taste life's mess and not look like you do? Michelob Light. Oh, yes, you can. Michelob Light. Oh, yes, you can.
Michelob Light. Super premium taste in a less filling beer.
Michelob Light. Oh, yes, you can. Have it all.
Rangers carry the puck. Laidlaw comes across. Laidlaw shoots wide of the net. Goes to Beck at the left point. Beck shoots it, deflects into the corner. Laidlaw has it, tied up by Marsh. Loose puck still in the circle as Marsh and Laidlaw just wrap each other up. Marsh won't let go. Crossman sends the puck around. Beck blocks it. And it's poked out to center. Peter Sundstrom. Sundstrom comes in again against Crossman. That shot stopped by Lindbergh. Cleared into the corner by Marsh. Ron Sutter up the board, stopped by Sundstrom. In the corner, Brook and Crossman. In comes Sundstrom with Sutter. It's still loose. Puck loose behind the goal line. Ron Sutter tries to find it. Works it up the boards. And here he comes. Chased by Peter Sundstrom. Ron Sutter. As the rest of the Flyers change, down goes Sutter. Dumped by Huber and Laidlaw.
Ledyard again.
That's right, Ledyard, I'm sorry. Huber and Ledyard were there.
Ledyard is hitting Sutter about 4 times tonight. It's giving him good hits.
6:35 to go in the third period. That puck sent all the way down, but it comes side of the net. Icing waved off. Beck sends it around to Ruotsalainen.
Hey, this is the first time Ron Sutter has not been on when Pavlich has been on.
Howe fires it back for Zezel. Beck breaks it up. Now to Hedberg. Hedberg for Sandstrom against Mark Howe. Sandstrom with Howe holding his stick. Hedberg centers to Ruotsalainen. Backhander stopped by Lindbergh. 6:12 to go in the third period. 2-1 Flyers. And Hedberg and McCrimmon have some words.
Well, the stick there is Huber and Ledyard. Look at that stick, and down goes Ron Sutter. Bam, into the boards with Grant Ledyard. And both of them got up very, very slowly. I don't blame him.
Ledyard came down hard on the back.
Yep. Looked like he hit his tailbone, but Ron Sutter comes up to take the draw.
Here he comes again.
He's 14-10 on faceoffs for tonight's game. But against Mark Pavlich so far, he's 12-9. So he's got the odds. Tocchet is back out, as you can see. Ronnie Greshner is also out. He's on the bench.
Lindsey Carson, who hasn't seen all that much ice time, comes on. Dave Poulin has been out since the end of the first period. We have had no word on his injury, but he has not returned to the ice, missing the last 2 periods of this game. And maybe more should we go to overtime again. Pavlich and Ron Sutter for the draw with 6:12 to go in the third period. 2-1 Flyers. Sandstrom comes in, and it's worked free by the Flyers. Tocchet comes out, shoots in from the red line. Hanlon stops it, leaves it for Ruotsalainen. Up to Thomas Sandstrom. Sandstrom with Hedberg on the right wing, shoots it in, off the glass. Ron Sutter plays it. Check. Loose puck along the board. Sutter digging for it and able to come free with it. Caroms it off the boards for Tocchet, too far. Hanlon lets it go. Beck touches. Icing is called. Good play by Hanlon as he saw Beck had the angle on Tocchet. Let it go for an icing call.
Barry Beck. And we've talked about Barry Beck's performance and how he's playing with very badly injured left shoulder and also a little bit of a pulled groin, and he is playing injured. He only played 50 games this year.
But no excuses made by Beck nor Greshner. 5:42 to go. Third period. Flyers 2. Both goals by Todd Bergen. Rangers 1. Goal by George McPhee early in the second period. Bergen with a go-ahead goal here in the third period at 5:23. Sundstrom, Maloney, and Greshner on with Huber and Beck. Willie Huber in his first game back in almost a month. Crossman sending it around. Beck tries to block it. Sinisalo clears the zone. And Huber is there to send it ahead. Sundstrom blocked by Marsh. Craven is hit by Huber, and Sundstrom comes away with a puck, feeds Greshner. Greshner weaves his way in. Nice stick handling. Greshner is stopped by Marsh. Got a shot off just wide.
See, Grunny Greshner, every time he's on the ice, he creates offense.
Sundstrom hit along the boards by Zezel. Craven trying to play the puck, but Greshner is there. Greshner to Maloney, his stick being held by Marsh. And the puck taken away by Sinisalo. Zezel down the left wing. A 2-on-1 develops. Zezel comes in. Zezel takes it behind the net. Zezel centers, and it deflects off Beck. And it's cleared out of the zone by Greshner. 4:45 to go. Third period. 2-1 Flyers. McCrimmon drives it back in. Hanlon stops it for Ledyard. Ledyard carries. Looking right and left. He drives it around the boards. Lindbergh stops it. McCrimmon comes in. Up the boards for Kerr. Kept in by Laidlaw. Picked up by Osborne. Now to McPhee. His shot goes wide. Rebound to Prop. Prop takes it. Clears it out. Knocked down by Ledyard. Poke checked away, but Osborne sends to McPhee. McPhee. Back pass to Ledyard. He turns and shoots. Blocked in front by Mark Howe. Out to Todd Bergen. Bergen drives one from center that's wide. Prop plays it over skates, and out to center it comes. 4 minutes to go in the third period. 2-1 Flyers. And a whistle stops play.
That shouldn't be offside.
Offside.
3 minutes, 59 seconds left, third period, 2-1. They did call it a two-line offside. You see Dennis Morel. You notice Ronnie Greshner was talking to D'Amico. Morel went to talk to the linesman when we were away for commercial, but they're still having a face-off. The only thing I can say is that it may have hit a Ranger, but I didn't see that.
Pavlich on with Sandstrom and Hedberg. Huber and Beck. Ron Sutter there against Pavlich. Rangers control. Just under 4 minutes to go in the third period. Huber up the middle for Hedberg. That's a two-line pass. Ed Sater talking to Brad Marsh. Marsh and McCrimmon have been simply outstanding on defense for the Flyers tonight.
They have, and you can tell, Sater's probably telling Brad, don't get any penalties. We don't want any stupid penalties with 3:52 left to go. You got to take a little, you take it.
Ron Sutter comes back. Sutter has seen a lot of ice time for the Flyers.
Has. And he's the guy that they figured when they drafted him would turn around and be their leader in the mold of Bobby Clark, and he sure has developed into that.
Poked up to the point and out to center. Sandstrom racing for it, but Howe stops it, but deflects it up into the crowd. And we'll get a fake night at Madison Square Garden at 8:30. You look at the Ranger bench. Head coach and general manager Craig Patrick talking with assistant coach Robbie Fedoruk. Robbie Fedoruk.
See what they did there?
John, his teammates.
They got Sandstrom out there. They took Tocchet off. Tocchet is a little bit of a hothead. Sandstrom is an aggravator. They don't want Tocchet to get a stupid penalty right now.
Rich Sutter has come on. Ron Sutter wins the draw, and Lindsey Carson has the puck. Bangs it off the boards. And again, it deflects over the boards into the penalty box.
Boy, Pavlich and Ron Sutter have just gone right at each other like crazy.
Ruotsalainen and Laidlaw come out. Rangers change lines.
Sutter's done a terrific job in Mike Pavlich. He's kept Pavlich off the score sheet.
Yep. 3:39 to go in this third period. Scoreless first period that was filled with several fights. A lot of stick work, a lot of rough stuff. Second period, McPhee scored early for the Rangers to make it 1-0. That came at 1:01. Bergen tied it at 11:05 with his first of the game, and then Bergen put the Flyers ahead at 5:23. Yes, I wrote it down on my own sheet, Phil. 5:23 of the third period to give the Flyers the lead. 2-1. What a series this is developing into. This is playoff hockey.
It sure is.
Marsh drops it in the Ranger zone. Hamlin stops it for Laidlaw. Now Ledger to head for Ruotsalainen. Ruotsalainen is playing wing. Across the line, Maloney. Maloney, Greshner, and Ruotsalainen up front. Feed for Laidlaw. Comes in, he shoots, save!
What a save.
Lindbergh with a big one, and the rebound was just missed. Craven is pulled down in center ice by Maloney.
See, Patrick's seeing what we're seeing, and Ronnie Greshner is very offensive tonight. He's got Ray Ruotsalainen out with him.
Maloney winds it around the boards. Ruotsalainen almost went flying into the net. Loose puck in the corner. Greshner after it. Worked free and cleared by the Flyers to center. Beck stops at 2:55 to go in the third period. Beck to Huber. Rangers change. Osborne takes it into the zone. Whistle stops play as Prop and Ruotsalainen will go. And that's a big loss for the Rangers. They'll lose Ruotsalainen for 2 minutes.
Prop interfered with him at the blue line, and Ruotsalainen swung back. And they both go off now for 2 minutes probably. And let's see if we can see the sign.
And again, Prop is the key man for Philadelphia, but certainly with the Rangers trailing, they need Ruotsalainen on ice to try and get back.
They went high. They're getting high sticking. Now watch the right of your screen. You'll see Prop. You see Prop? He steps into Ruotsalainen, and then Ruotsalainen comes back and swings a stick at him. And there's Morrell right in the bottom of your screen. Perfect location. Calls the penalty.
2:49 to go, third period. Prop in the penalty box for the Flyers. Ruotsalainen for the Rangers.
Both
They'll be
high
off for 2
sticking.
minutes.
Both high sticking at 17-11. And like we talked about, 4-on-4 situation does help the Rangers, except that Ray Ruotsalainen, their number one 4-on-4 guy, is in the penalty box.
Beck and Huber, Pavlich and Hedberg on for the Rangers. Sinisalo, Howe, Ron Sutter, who else? And Brad McCrimmon on for Philadelphia. And, of course, getting very late and nearing the time when the Rangers have to think about pulling the goaltender for the extra skater. It worked last night when they got the tying goal at 19:34 of regulation time. Sutter knocked down Beck, then throws it across. Howe picks it up. 2:30 to go. Third period, 2-1 Flyers. McCrimmon to Howe. Up the boards to Sinisalo. And now Ron Sutter with Beck back. Sinisalo breaking up the middle. Feed for Sinisalo. He shoots, he scores! was beautiful by the Flyers. It was a beautiful play.
2-on-1 situation, and Cinicello just puts on the steam to right of your screen. Takes the pass on his backhand. Hedberg just cannot hook him enough, and beats Glenn Hanlon right between the legs. Another look at it. Watch Hedberg hook him, but not enough. Cinicello gets control, puts it right between the legs of Glenn Hanlon and into the net. Another look at it. Ronnie Sutter. A great pass. Cinicello holds on. Watch right underneath the pad. Right pad. And the Flyers lead 3-1 with 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go.
Still skating for a side. Ledyard picks up the puck, poked away by Zezel. And Zezel was pulled down by Ledyard. Puck is still loose. Laidlaw left it there, but Ledyard picks it up. Ledyard to Sandstrom. Sandstrom across the line shoots, stick to side by Lindbergh. What a game Lindbergh has had, as he has made 38 saves.
He's been incredible.
Shots are 39-34 for the Rangers, but the Flyers lead 3-1 with 1:50 to go in the third period.
I'll watch for Glenn Hanlon, Sam, when you're following the play.
Here's Ledyard. Ledyard comes across the line. Ledyard to Sandstrom. He shoots high and wide. Far side, Carson picks it up. 1:35 to go in the third period. Bergen comes in. The backhand, rather, it's Carson, the backhander, and a stick save was made by Hanlon.
Oh, that one hurt Barry Beck's shoulder.
Marsh has the puck. Rangers recovered center. Huber trying to find it. Runs, Sutter takes it away. Sutter with a feed. The shot goes wide by Carson. Rebounds on the back of the net. Ron Sutter, hasn't he been something for the Flyers?
Somebody's going to get a penalty, too, it looks like. One of the Rangers, it looks like, is going to get a penalty. Willie Huber
is called a penalty for slashing.
Or is it Donnie Maloney? It's Willie Huber.
And Huber goes off, smashing his stick on the board.
Let's see if we can see it. Here's Sutter. Sutter coming. And Willie Huber chops at him. I guess that was the slash right there. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
Yep. He had a two-hander there.
Well, with 1:14 to go in the third period, the Rangers down by 2. It is now a 4-on-3 skating situation for the Flyers. And only a miracle now could turn things around. So the Rangers will go back to Madison Square Garden, down 2-0, having played 2 strong games in Philadelphia, but unable to break the domination of the Flyers this season.
No, they sure haven't.
Which will go to 9 straight games.
But they have nothing to be ashamed of the way they're playing and the way they're working.
Laidlaw lifts it up and into the crowd. 1:10 to go. Third period. Rangers down 3-1. Rangers want a timeout. Dallow's late goals made it 3-1. Flyers on a power play. They're 1 for 4 on the power play in the game. Less than a minute to go in the third period.
The Rangers got to try to do something offensively. They can't let Philadelphia just kill it off. They're down by 2 goals. It doesn't matter they're men short.
Out at Ron Sutter. It's a 5-on-4. Sutter shoots and Hanlon kicks it out. Ledyard with Sutter all over him. Now Hedberg tries to stop Sutter, who pushes it over to Prop. Prop comes out of the corner and shoots, saved by Hanlon. Rebound right through the crease. Howe falls down. Pavlich has the puck. 28 seconds to go. Ledyard to Hedberg. Hedberg to Pavlich. Hanlon trying to head for the bench. 2-line pass against the Rangers with 20 seconds to go. The Philadelphia Flyers, who had the best home record in the National Hockey League this year, 32-4-4, have continued to play brilliantly at home, winning in overtime last night 5-4, and leading 3-1 tonight. Pelle Lindbergh, marvelous in goal, has made 38 saves.
He sure has.
Flyers have gotten superb defensive work led by Brad Marsh and Brad McCrimmon. And the play of Ron Sutter has been outstanding.
Well,
and even that creates only a 5-on-5 with Huber off for the slashing penalty for the remainder of this period.
Who's taking the face-off, though? The faceoff's important here.
Maloney, Greshner, Sandstrom, Ruotsalainen, and Ledyard against Ron Sutter.
Well, Sutter's going to try to push this forward.
Kicked out by Don Maloney. Maloney from the red line, shoots it in. Lindbergh gloves it. Whistle stops play.
Offside, 14 seconds
Another
now.
offside whistle. The country, especially our New York viewers, for watching this season. It's been wonderful.
Yes, sir.
Bringing you all the action.
So you got Grant Ledyard on the top of your screen.
But we certainly hope to be back with you on Tuesday night from Philadelphia. Mark Howe goes back for the puck. Maloney on him. Less than 10 seconds. The fans count it down at 6. Heading for the empty net. Murray Craven. Centering. It's blocked by Greshner. That's it. It's all over. Despite a strong effort by the Rangers, the Flyers have done it again. They have beaten the Rangers 9 straight times this season. 7 times in regular season play, and now 2 in a row in the playoffs. Defeating the Rangers 3-1. A game in which the Rangers were able to get a lead early in the second period. But Pelle Lindbergh was able to stone them after
Absolutely.
that. A tremendous effort by the man in goal, Pelle Lindbergh, who won 40 games this season and made 38 saves in the game tonight. Glenn Hanlon made 33 saves, played extremely well for the Rangers, but the big goal by Todd Bergen, a big deflection, and then Ilkka Sinisalo able to put the icing on it at 17:40.